Today, we are super excited to test out this new GE Profile indoor smoker that we got sent from our friends at Lowe's. Now, if you watch this channel, we have a bunch of pellet grill and smoker videos, and we test out the Pit Boss tabletop pellet grill, we test off a Seek Grill pellet grill, we got all sorts of different pellet grills, so we're pretty familiar with how they work. This uses pellets, however, is an indoor appliance. And that's pretty neat, because maybe you live in an apartment, or maybe you just don't want to have to deal with the weather and all the other elements that you deal with when you cook outside. So this sort of a appliance can be cooked right on your counter, in your kitchen, or you can put it in your garage or on a covered patio or anywhere else as long as it's not exposed to the weather. Now, what's also neat about this product is it's got a lot of smart features, connects to an app, we'll show you how the settings go, and it says that it will not allow smoke to get through your house. So we're really excited to test that out and see if it actually can keep that smoke contained. Show you how it works. You have a chute right down here. It's all stainless steel, seems really well built, that you put in your pellets, and then you have an auger. And then what you do is you fill this with water, and the pellets go down in there and extinguish themselves. If you see in here, it's really, really shiny and nice. It feels well built. Now, this is a pretty heavy appliance. It's, I don't know, 40, 50 pounds. So it's not really something you're gonna carry around every day. But in terms of size, it's about 16.5 or 17 inches by 16.5 by 16.5. So it's pretty much a cube. It's really not that big, not much bigger than, an air fryer or a microwave or something. So not as large as I was thinking it might be. And then inside, you've got 3 removable racks. They're all dishwasher safe, and you can adjust the height, as well as these side racks that you can adjust. So what we're going to show you is what we can fit in there. And I do want to do future cooks with half a brisket and a pork butt and a few other things to show you the size. So what this normally does is a pellet grill has those pellets that go down through the auger, just like this has, and those are what generate all the heat on your outdoor pellet grill. On the indoor one, underneath this last drip pan, you have this cover here, and there's actually a heating element. So although it does have pellets, it also has a heating element that serves as primary heat, with the pellets generating some secondary heat and that smoke flavor, as opposed to pellets doing all the work. So excited to see how that works, and we'll walk you through step by step how this goes, and we'll start cooking some chicken today. When you unbox this product, you're gonna have a user manual, a recipe booklet, as well as some cleaning utensils. And then this drip tray here is just to make sure your counters stay clean. And they also give you a set of sample pellets. So what we're going to do is get this thing started and primed all up. Now, what I can tell you is from playing with the computer here, that again, you can connect to an app or whatever else if you want to, it is really, really easy. So I'm going to drop these pellets into the chute. And then for this first setting, you can go through these settings here. Now, this thing makes a cool noise when you turn it on and off. It's kind of satisfying. And then you have really easy buttons. They nailed it in terms of user-friendly. We'll talk about what the auto warm is and all that in just a minute. But if you go to your auger here, you can press this button, and it's going to say press dial to prime auger. So I'm going to press that, and what that's going to do is it's going to take those pellets and start working them down the tube into the auger, and then we'll start dropping them into here. Now, once that gets done, then we'll take out the dry pellets, and that's when we'll add the water. So this is kind of a first-time thing. If you already had the pellets in there, you'd be good to go. Now, we'll walk you through how the settings work and the presets for all the different meats and show you how really easy it is. It has this really nifty thermometer that plugs right in inside that we're going to show you, and has a magnetic attachment for the side, but you can set it to where it cooks either until your meat is at a certain temperature or just for a certain amount of time depending on the meat. So let's let this finish augering for another 30 seconds or so. Priming finished up, and you can see we have just a few pellets that are inside. So that means that it's gone ahead and filled that whole thing. So now we're going to fill this with water up to a line between where it says minimum and maximum. So we've got all filled with water, and what that's going to do is it's going to allow those pellets, as they're falling down, to have a place to extinguish themselves. So that's ready to go. Now, in terms of the way you program it, you can either do your own custom settings, or you can go through their different preset recipes, like for salmon, chicken, wings, pork ribs, pork butt, brisket, or the keep warm setting, customize setting, all that stuff. So what we're gonna do is today we're gonna do a chicken, but we will post more videos on this channel. And if you like it, go ahead and subscribe, hit that like button, or put a question there, or if you want to make a certain recipe, put it in there, and we'll go ahead and try out some different stuff because me and my family love barbecue and can't wait to try these out. So in terms of today, again, we're gonna let it do it for us. So we just go to chicken, and then it's gonna say smoker temp 300 degrees. You can pick the smoke level of how smoky you want it. And then you can also, so if I want to be less smoky, you go ahead and turn this down. We're gonna go maximum smoky today. And then you can also go to cook time, but we don't want to go by cook time. We want to go by probe temperature. So we're gonna hit the probe button, and then it's gonna tell you to add a probe, and it's gonna say probe target's 175 degrees for chicken. So really, really, really easy. What we're going to do is we are gonna take the probe that we talked about earlier, and this unit does have to preheat for a minute, so I want to put the probe in first, because if you come over here, you'll see that there's a little metal cap here, and that's where the probe's going to go into. I don't really want to have to deal with this when the oven is hot. Now this smoker ranges from, I think it's 170 degrees up to 300 degrees, so it does not get super, super hot. It is a true smoker. It's not going to be, you know, a high temperature oven or anything. So we're going to put this in here. We will cover the drip pan with some foil just to make cleanup a little easier. And what we're going to do is get this thing started on the preheat setting. So we're right here. It's saying it's 77 degrees inside the oven right now, which is probably correct based on temperature of this house. And we're just going to go ahead and press start. We did add water. It's reminding you to make sure you have water in here. So then we're going to press it to confirm. It's going to say make sure you have pellets. This thing is really easy. It's like, you know, you can't screw it up. And now it's preheating. So we'll see how long this takes, and then we'll get started with the cook. All right, well that took just under 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes or so, and it went ahead and now it says press start ready. So when it first does that preheating, it is not going to create any smoke, because you know you're gonna be opening and everything else, and there's a clear smoke button that we'll do halfway through the cook to show you how that works. It sucks all smoke out and filters it, and it's not supposed to go anywhere. So you see the temperature probe is climbing a little bit, it's in there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this chicken in there. Now what we did is we took a large chicken, this is about a 6-pound chicken, and we just cut it, took the backbone out, and then went ahead and made it flat. Now you could do a whole chicken in there. I personally like to flatten them, and I think you could probably with 3 racks probably fit in 2 chickens, I think, if they weren't super big, but with a 6-pounder, I think one's probably good for now. So we're gonna open this up, and then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna move this temperature probe. I don't know how hot it is, but it's probably about 300 degrees. And now what we're going to take is these 2 chickens that all we did is put a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper. I really want that smoke flavor to shine through. And we're going to put one down here. And then we're going to place one right above. And before I push this all the way back, I want to take this meat probe and stick it into the fattest part of the breast here. This is still pretty cool to the touch, so it's going to be lowering the temperature as it gets settled. Keep it off the wall. All right, so now that probe is saying it's 53, because that was pretty cool. And we're going to press that ready. Smoking. Now this will be the test, and we will see how this fills up with that smoke. I can hear the auger turning to light those pellets. And it does have this neat light button that you can turn on and off, but it really lets you see what's happening here. So let's check back and see how smoky it gets. And as you can see, the smoke is just now starting to come out of the smoke vent there. That's where the pellets fall through and start to get heated. It's starting to get pretty smoky in there, and looking like it's getting a nice flavor on that chicken. That's pretty cool. A lot of the exhaust comes out right here, but so far, all the exhaust coming out has been totally clear, no smoke whatsoever in the room, and it doesn't smell. We've been going for about an hour now, and you can see we're getting really smoky, a little over an hour actually, an hour and 10 minutes or so. So what we're going to do now is I want to turn it around before it's done cooking and just make sure it gets evenly cooked. So there's a clear smoke button. So you press this clear smoke, and it says smoke clearing. And it says in 9 minutes. So this can take 9 minutes, and it should tell us within that time when the smoke is clear, and then we can open it and not have all this smoke come out and set off smoke detector and everything else. So let's see how it does in 9 minutes. All right, so now it just told us that the smoke is cleared. Let's go ahead and check that out and see if we're gonna get a big bunch of smoke. No, not really at all. It's pretty neat. So what we're going to do is I'm going to switch these two and put the one that was on top on the bottom and the one that was on the bottom on the top. And that way we'll just get nice and even cooking. You see it looks like it's really getting a nice golden brown color on it. Here. This smells really good. It's almost a sweet smell. So we'll close that back up. It's the door open. Now it's back to cooking. Awesome. Almost done. We'll keep you posted. Okay, we are all done. It went ahead and dinged to tell us that the food was ready, and then it went to the auto keeping warm setting. Now you can turn it off if you want, but it's pretty neat. So what it does is when it's all done, it turns off. You'll hear there's no longer the smoke filtering fan going, which means that there's not any smoke being made, and it's safe to open the door now. If that fan is still going, you can still open the door, it's safe, but you might have some smoke come out. So this means that it's done, and it's gently keeping it warm at a low temperature. Now it's set at 150 degrees, but you can go anywhere from 140 to 170 on that keep warm function, and it tells you how long it's been kept warm. So let's see how it looks. So really nice there, nice golden brown. Same on the bottom, looks juicy. We're gonna keep that warm for just a little bit, then we'll take it out and we'll do the taste test. Let me tell you, there was pretty much no smell when it was cooking, no more than any normal cooking, and only when you get that nice barbecue flavor or smell rather, when you open the door. No smoke in the house. I've been in and out, looks awesome. So can't wait to try that. Stay tuned, we're almost done. I am so excited to try this. This smells and looks delicious. It was super easy, kept walking us through, turned it off, and you know, all you gotta do is pull out that tray and get rid of those burnt pellets that are in there. And that's about it. Ready to go, can wipe it down, clean it however you want. So what I gotta say so far, 10 out of 10 for user friendliness. This could not be easier. I've done a lot of smoking of all the different meats, and this one is definitely about as easy as it can possibly be. Go ahead and take a look at this chicken that came out. You'll see it's got a nice smoky golden brown. It looks juicy. I can't wait to try it. So I guess I'll dig into this thick part of the breast meat right here. And it is cooked very well right through. So let's give that a taste. That is really good. It has that smoked flavor that's not overpowering. However, you definitely know that that was smoked chicken. That's not just baked chicken. The dog wants it. Kimba loves her some chicken. But that is so juicy and delicious and really definitely tastes like anything I've had on a smoker. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to check out more videos utilizing this GE Profile indoor electric smoker. Again, big thanks to our friends at Lowe's who carry this, and they have a lot of sales on it sometimes. So we'll link it in the description so you can go ahead and check one out. And if you want to get one if this is right for you, go ahead and do it. Or just keep watching us as we review more and more videos about this. This is so good. I can't wait to have it. And remember, with all these videos, if I can do it, you can too. Thanks for watching.